In this short tutorial, let's just cover the security settings and the security roles, and just a couple of steps to set those up. But it's good to get a good foundation and understanding of them. One recommendation that I many times make to new users to Contractor Foreman is don't worry about the security settings right off the bat. I know that it's instinctual to want to go in there and get all that set up so people don't need to see financial data, or they want to clean up the screens and make it easy. But until you got a good understanding of kind of the input and output and a good understanding of the navigation of Contractor Foreman, you really don't know how you want to set those up. So at first, don't worry too much about it. You can assign some default roles that we give you already. But my recommendation is always to wait like a week or two and then come back and finish setting up those security roles. So one of the first places I want to just start showing you something here is I'm in my directory and I'm under the employees, and I've pulled up an employee, Mr. Bean here, and I'm going to unlock his record. And on the left side is I'm setting somebody up as a user, so therefore I'm going to set them up on a security role. You want to show them on, just cover this real quick. I'm going to show them on the calendar, select that, select their color. When you're going to give them access to the app, you're just going to select that, put the checkbox there, give them username, password, email them over their login details. Now, if somebody quits, or God forbid you have to fire somebody, very easy to just come in here and uncheck that. They now have absolutely no access to the system. But we're going to talk about roles here. I just wanted to point that out. So we have our roles here. This is an admin role. So there's 63 items selected in this admin role. I cannot change the role here. I can only assign it. This is just a view only, giving you kind of a brief idea of what they have permission for. So to set that role, you can create new roles, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute, but you're going to select the role from here, whichever one you want to assign, and then when you save the record, they'll be assigned that role. And while we're here, you can assign projects. So if I assign certain projects to an employee, this employee can now only see Randall Remodel, Fairway Avenue Culvert Replacement job. Everything else is going to get filtered out. So you do have that capability in the security settings as well. I'm going to cancel that. So I'm just going to leave that at admin. Go ahead and resave that record. And we're going to go over here to company settings. I'll be covering a lot of this in other videos, but you have all your different tabs for all your settings. They're very self-explanatory, easy to do, but we're going to go into roles over here. And just while I'm here, here's where you load up your logo. So just upload the logo. It'll kick ours out, put yours in there, and put it on all the forms. So under the roles section. Now, when you first log in to your system, you have these pre-built. Everything that I highlighted is pre-built into the system. So it is easy to get going on. You don't have to start from scratch. These are great for reference, or just go ahead and use them. However, if I need to create a new role, because whatever, I just need certain particular settings, I can hit that blue button and create the new role. The other way to do it, let's come down here to Supervisor. We're going to go all the way over to the right, and I'm going to hit that Edit button. This is an archive, so I can archive it, but the green pencil is the Edit button. So here's my role name. I could change that. I can leave it at active. I can put some notes in here. I'm going to scroll down a little bit for you. I can make somebody a kind of a primary admin all over user just by checking that box there. But the main part is you have 4 different types of security setting kind of per module, and even many fields, the tabs, very granular security. No access. If I set something to no access, that comes off of the main menu. It's gone. They don't know that it exists. If I set something to full access all data, that means they can go in and look at it, they can edit it, they can add, so just full access to that record, that field, that tab, whatever it is. full access own data. What I like to use as a good example for that, I'm going to scroll down here a little bit, is say the time card module. You're typically going to want to set time card to full access own data. Now what this does is they can still create their time cards, but they can only see time cards that they created, so they cannot see anybody else's time card, only the one that they created, and you can only create your own time card in Contractor Foreman on the employee time cards. Then we also, this is just a good time to show you this as an example, you got a checkbox here, allow employee to modify the time card. Some companies want the employee to modify the time card if a mistake was made, they forgot to clock out, etc. Or no, they want to leave that up to an admin to modify that card, so you simply uncheck that. And in the beginning of this, why I was saying about wait a little while to understand and learn Contractor Foreman before you get too carried away in setting up these roles, is because you can really see this list is getting very big. We're halfway down the page there. And you can see some are called a module, some are going to be called a field, some are going to be called a tab. And so it's really getting a good handle on Contractor Foreman and then coming back in and setting up those security roles. So I hope that helped everybody. Need any help at all with security settings or any kind of training, just let us know. We're here to help. Thanks. Have a great day.